What's going on, guys? So, as I'm sure everybody knows at this point about the death of Charlie Kirk, and a myriad of other things that have been happening everywhere on U.S. soil. Um, you know, well, I guess I'm it. I know everybody has seen all the videos of everybody, carrying all their stuff with them and stuff like that. But look, yes, I'm keeping this in my truck and this on my person at all times now. I was already keeping this on my person pretty much at all times, and of course I got the old get home bag, and but now I'm keeping, my QRF bag here in my vehicle as well as this. And this isn't to do anything. I'm not trying to radicalize anybody. I'm not trying to fear monger. I'm not trying to do anything other than tell you what I'm doing and why. I'm just seeing a lot of writing on the wall lately, and I feel that, myself and people like myself, it's our job to figure out how to be men again, how to be dangerous protectors, and how to be willing to stand between, innocent people and evil. All right, call that what you will. I'm also preparing another way to say that more important than any of these, either one of these things, is this stuff. All right, you need to have medical. You need to be carrying medical on you all the time, and you need to know how to use it. Okay, this is the staple in every and in any of my kits. Okay, medical is extremely important. It's argued, and if more people carried medical and knew how to use it, there are so many innocent people who would still be alive today. The problem is not only that people are too afraid to kind of get into stuff like this. They feel like that it's either overwhelming or that somebody else will deal with it. That's somebody else's job to deal with. I don't know. I think we're kind of at a point to where it might not be. I don't know that it is somebody else's job to deal with these things anymore. Take the most basic of situations that you have to call an ambulance for. Sometimes it takes an ambulance 45 minutes to an hour to get to you, maybe longer depending on how far out in the country you live. I don't, I just new place now, and I'm a little bit out here now as well, and I don't know if I had to call an ambulance how long one would take to get here. I really have no idea. But I know enough medical skills and have enough medical equipment on me, in any pack around me, in arm's reach, or in my house, to where that's not something I have to worry about as much. I have some training, I got some good kit, I got some good gear, I know how to use it. Alright, I'm encouraging y'all to do the same. Yeah, it's to have some of the useful cool guy tools, if you will, but it's more important to have the life-saving equipment. These are life-saving equipment, but not as immediate and not as relevant as these and everything that goes in one of those. So, I don't know. I guess if there's nothing else that I'm trying to say is that if you're somebody who is a prepared-minded citizen, if you're somebody who cares about actually being a man, if you're somebody who is who's interested in the preservation of innocent life or just life in general, then these are some things that you should be looking into. You should be looking into getting an IFAK, a medical kit, just to start with, and learn how to use everything in it. Everything, all right? Top to bottom. And yeah, training's expensive, okay? And I highly get a kit. Get one from Refuge Medical, all right? I got a promo code there, CIVMED, CIVMED. Get you a discount at the, at the checkout on training or kits. That's not what this video is about, though. I'm just trying to do my part as a young man to raise awareness to other good men who are willing to stand in the darkness and be, you know, a beacon of light and strength for people that don't know how to be that for themselves right now, or to be a role model for people that don't know who to look up to, you know, or somebody that has some good ideas of manhood and some good understandings of what a dangerous protector looks like and can teach that to other people. These are the types of things that I'm about. All right. Anyway, y'all, it's time to start paying a little bit more attention. It's time to stop being quiet about doing the right thing. It's time to stop waiting in the background for somebody else to go. It's time for all of us to just figure out what it is that we can do and go. Do what you can, prepare for what you can, learn as much as you can, and pass those skills, that understanding and that wisdom on to other people that don't have it. Talk about it with friends that do have it. Build networks, build community, you know, get some friends together, start organizing some training days on some weekends or something like that. Create some SOPs for you and the people that you hang out with, some standard operating procedures on what y'all are going to do if some crisis, you know, happens, or, you know, if something, it doesn't have to be some wild, you know, SHTF situation. Yeah, we're preppers, and yeah, we do prepare for that, but, you know, it's stuff like what happened to Charlie Kirk, and like what happened to, you know, that Ukrainian girl on that subway who was stabbed in the neck. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that happens more often. That's the closest thing to SHTF most of us have seen, you know, in a long while. And yesterday was the anniversary of 9/11, and, you know, we've been hearing, you know, constant stuff about possibly another, you know, terror attack on U.S. soil and whatnot, you know, and you know, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit off on a tangent. Here's the point, though. The point is, there's a higher likelihood of you being in some wrong place, wrong time scenario where you need saving medical and the knowledge on how to use it. There is the Panamanian paratroopers invading the U.S., like a lot of preppers like to fantasize about. All right. So I'm just trying to get y'all more on the same page of understanding how to be ready for just the simpler things. And yeah, understanding how to be ready for those simple things will prepare you for the bigger things if they do ever happen. But more than that, we just need to start standing up and being men again, talking about things that usually would be offending people, that are just basic moral standards, you know. It's time that we're able to stop caring about people's feelings if it means that it's going to preclude our ability to stand in the way of evil doings. All right, so y'all stay prepping, y'all stay ready, learn some skills, practice and train so you can be more capable of saving a life if you need to. Godspeed.